this is Norma and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about colonoscopy. So I have an appointment that I have to go and get my colonoscopy. We all know that colon cancer is a killer. So I went to see the doctor and they gave me a list of all the stuff that I need to do and the things that I need to buy. So this is a 1 week procedure of things that I have to do. And 2 days ago, I stopped eating whole grain and raw vegetables, corn, popcorn, and I have to go to the store because 3 days before the procedure, I have to eat soft food. And then the day before the procedure, it will be only liquids. So I have to go to the store and get some Gatorade, some apple juice. I'm gonna get some sparkling water, and maybe I'll be able to get some popsicles, but you cannot eat red stuff, you cannot eat purple or orange. So if I get the popsicle, I can only take the other colors that in there, maybe the blue or the green. And this is the package that I got when I went to the doctor. So everything was in there that I would need. And there was this in the pack. This one, I'm going to drink it the day before. Is magnesium citrum. And you see they have it like 8 p.m. So today and tomorrow, I'm only going to be doing the soft food. And then on the day before is when I would take this. And in this pack also, they had this in there that I'm going to be dropping in my Gatorade. And they've marked it. So I can put half and half, but I'm just going to put everything together. 64 ounce, shake it, and then I'm going to put it in 2 different bottles to drink. This instruction, if they give you this, make sure to read what's on the back. Because as I was reading it, it was telling you how to mix it and let it sit for a while and stir it again. So it's always good to read everything that they say. Let me see what else is in here. They have this pack. They have this other pack. They're different colors. So you see this one is beige and this is kind of like a yellow. And they have another beige and another yellow. And it's all of this that you're going to be taking. And you have to make sure to follow the instructions and take it, because if you don't follow what the doctor say, you might not get cleaned out right. And then when you get there, it takes a longer time for the procedure. And most times they will not diagnose it right, or they will not be able to do it. And then they will send you home to start the process all over. And then you need to get this. So this and these will be your best friend. Once you start taking those tablets, you will be in and out of the restroom. So until it's all over, this is what you will need. Also the day off, because they're going to be putting me to sleep. So the day off, the instructions, like surgery, since they're going to put me to sleep, once I take my shower that morning, I will not be able to put any cream on me or nothing. So now I'm going to go to the store because I want to make my own broth. I can buy it over the counter. You can do that, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to get some vegetables. I'm going to get some fish, and I'm going to make the broth that I'm going to drink the day before. And then I'm also going to get the apple juice and all the stuff that I would need. So you're going to follow me to the store as I buy all the stuff that I'm going to use to prep. So this is where I came, Global Food, so I can get all my vegetables I'm going to get and make my own broth. So the last time when I had my colonoscopy, I bought the broth that was in the box, but it was too salty, so I decided I'll make my own broth. So follow me in the store as I buy the ingredients. And I'm going to go into the store and see what I can get. The store has music playing, So I have to mute the music so I do not be demonetized on my channel. I want to put some carrots in my soup, and I was deciding if I should get the loose carrot or just a bag. I will be adding some celery to my soup. Usually put the fresh vegetables all the way in the bag, so I always go in the bag to pull the one that I want. I will also add some squash to my broth. I decided to add some parsley also. I decided to add some chocho to my broth. People call this vegetable by different names. Let me know how you call it in your country. Head into Walmart for the other things I would need for my prep. I'm at Walmart looking at the Gatorade, and I told you there are specific colors you can have. So I'm looking for yellow, green, blue, or frost. Make sure you don't get red or orange. I also want to get one that has no sugar. I'm looking for apple juice. It's terrible how everything just has so much sugar. They tell you no added sugar, and you flip it around and start to read, and you just see so much sugar and all the ingredients that's added to even the stuff that they say is 100% juice. It's not. I'm going to flip this around. Just read with me and see how much sugar is in this apple juice. 28 grams of sugar. See why we have so much diabetes. Let's look at the back of this other brand. This one has 27 grams of sugar. Let's look at the Apple and Eve organic brand and see how much sugar. This one has 27 grams of sugar. Do you know of any brand that has less sugar in the apple juice? I decided to buy some sparkling water. This is the key lime one. This is the apple juice I picked, though it's loaded with sugar, but I can't make it myself, so I had no choice. I wanted some. I moved on looking for some jello. This will be for the day before the colonoscopy when I can only have liquids. I'm leaning towards picking this blue one right here, but let me continue to look. I saw this green one and I thought it was just kiwi, so I was going to put the jello back and take this one. It's already mixed up, but then I saw it also has strawberries, so it has dye in there, the red dye that you're not supposed to have. So I think I'll go back to the blue one. I saw some fun pops and I was going to buy it, put it in my freezer to suck on it, but it has so many colors I cannot use. And after my prep is over, I don't use that at all. I would just have to toss it, and that would be wasting money. If you get nauseous while you're prepping, you can take some mint, but not peppermint because it has that red dye. So I was looking for the green one so I could buy some they didn't have any, so I'm gonna go onto another stove. I'm done and heading to the checkout counter so I can get out of here, go and see if I can get the green mint, the spearmint, and then go back home. I've gotten my food from the stove, and now I'm back eating this soft food. This is mashed potato that I made. And in the morning, I made cream of rice because you cannot eat wheat. So it's a lot of starch, but I have to put some in my tummy, and I'm so hungry. I can't wait for the procedure to be over so I can start to eat. I love to eat, so this is giving me problems. I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna go in the kitchen to start making my vegetable and fish broth. And I'm gonna take you guys along as I do that. This is so tasteless. Eating it with our meat, with our chicken. And tomorrow is only liquids for the entire day. It's one day before my procedure, and I'm about to make my homemade broth. So I have some celery and some garlic, carrots, chocho. I don't know how you call this, but that's how I call it, chocho. Some onions, zucchini. I'm gonna put some fish in mine, and I'm gonna strain it about 3 times to make sure I don't have any little particles in there. And this is what I'm gonna be using to season my broth, better than bouillon. So after I prepare everything, and I'm about to put it on the stove, I will be back. Vegetables. I've got all my vegetables cut up, and my fish, and my better than bouillon. So let's start making this broth. And I'm gonna pour the water in there. I have to keep well hydrated today. I'm gonna put in my fish, because like I said, I'm gonna strain it. And I have my better than bouillon. Put a little bit in there. I'm gonna take it to my stove and let it start boiling. My broth is cooking. I'm gonna let all the... Now I have my broth that's on the stove, and I'm eating some Jello, the blue one. You have to stay hydrated. I don't like Jello, but that's one of the things they recommend. I've been drinking a lot of Gatorade, apple juice, and sparkling water. It's hard when you know you can't eat, but at least you can drink something. So in a few hours, we'll all be done. So I'm just gonna continue to eat my Jello and wait until my broth is ready. My homemade broth is ready. I'm just gonna strain it. I'm gonna strain it 3 times because I don't want any seeds or anything in the broth before I drink it. So you see, it's best to just make your broth at home. My the broth. So like I said, I'm going to strain it 2 more times, and then I'm going to drink some. That's what was left over after I strained it, all the vegetables and the fish. It's time to mix this with the 64 ounce of Gatorade and shake it up. And I'm going to be putting it in 2 containers. Drink 1 now and drink the rest later. But the next one, I'm going to put it in the fridge so when it's colder, it's easier to drink. I have my funnel and I'm just going to pour the mixture. Because I want to make sure to get everything. Still leaving my funnel on because I don't want to waste any of the Gatorade, so I can have the measurement accurate. And the first set I will have to drink 32 ounces in an hour. So it's 32 ounces now and 32 ounces 3 hours from now. Take my funnel out, close it, and shake it. I've mixed it, and I'm gonna pour in the 2 bottles, 32 ounce, 32 ounce. Drink 1 now, and the rest at about 3 hours from now. So this is it. 32 ounce. I have to finish it within an hour. Let me see what it tastes like. And it's cold. It's not bad. Hopefully as it sits, it don't taste worse since I have to drink it. And the doctor told me to get some peppermint, but the peppermint I found had red dye. So I got some spearmint just in case I get stomach upset. I can just suck on that. So I'm gonna set my alarm to make sure I drink this in an hour. And I will be back. It's been an hour and the bottle is done. I'm feeling upset in my stomach. So I'm gonna lay down for an hour and then drink that broth. It's early in the morning and I'm on my way to the hospital for the colonoscopy. I'm so tired and sleepy and hungry. When you make your appointment, my appointment today is at 10, but I have to be there at 8:30. So when you make your appointment, make sure you make it very early in the morning. If you don't, you will be hungry all day if you make it later on in the day. So I can't wait for them to get it over with. Sometimes they do it in the hospital and sometimes they do it in the surgical center. It depends on the insurance you have. So my insurance, they're doing it in the hospital. I don't know if it makes a difference. I guess maybe the hospital has more equipment. I don't know why. But that's where I'm going to get mine done today. I don't know what they're going to use when they put me to sleep, if it's Puffetol, because I've used that before in the hospital. But when it's all done, I will tell you guys what they used. And then I'll be able to go and find something to eat because I am starving this morning. Starving and sleepy because I was up and down in the restroom. Anyway, let me get to the hospital and I will see you guys soon. When I talked to my doctor, I think he said the procedure will take about 45 minutes. So I'm hoping that it's not longer than that. I will be out anyway. I don't know if they're going to give me Puffadol. I don't know what they're going to give me. But I will not have a clue of what's going on. But when it's all done, I will let you guys know what he gave me and what they found. This was in the recovery room after they took out the IV. I was still waiting for the doctor to come and talk to me, and so they brought me some crackers and some ginger ale. The hospital will not allow you to walk out after you've been put to sleep, so they're rolling me into my car, and I will let you guys know in part 2 when the doctor did the procedure. Found anything in my colon.